Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review, and today we're looking at the Kingdom Hearts S.H Figuarts Sora by Bandai. Quick look at the box shows that it's pretty much the same box that I showed you from the Mickey one yesterday. It's a nice box, not much to say about it. Anyways, getting onto the figure itself, first thing I have to say is no, he does not come with those two keyblades in his hands. I will have a separate video on how to paint those. I'm pretty sure you guys can kind of figure out what they are by looking at them, but if not, check back tomorrow for that video. Let's start off with his accessories, which he does come with 3 faces and technically 4 pairs of interchangeable hands, though one of them is definitely meant to be used together, and of course his Keyblade, which is the first thing we'll start off by looking at, and it's pretty much the same Keyblade as King Mickey, just colored oppositely like it should be. So again, really nice quality, really shiny gold, and a matted silver instead of a shiny silver, but you know, it's still nice. A little bit of a little bit metal pieces here. I just repeated myself on the chain. Yeah, let's put that over there. And I'm gonna take these off just for the review, but like I said, if you guys want to see, what these are, which like I said, I'm sure you guys can already guess, and how I painted them to make them look all right. Check back tomorrow. But anyways, hand wise, he does come with 2 pairs of Keyblade holding hands, as you guys can see here already. He comes with a pair of open palms right there, which are painted pretty good. A little bit of silver getting onto the white on there, which I don't think there should be silver on the bottom half of this, funny enough. I'm looking at it, there's no silver on the bottom of that. The silver should be there, so paint error, I'm guessing. Couple of fists. And this is the pair of hands I was talking about, which, as you can see, there's no silver down there, so I'm pretty sure that's a paint error. Yeah, it's kind of like him holding the Keyblade with one hand, with both hands closed together, like he does in the game. So that's pretty cool that they included that, and that it has the little peg, so it kind of sits in there. Head-wise, we have this smiling, happy Sora face, which, I'll say this, they look really good, but they look creepy without the head and the hair and everything. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one did have like a little bit of a line right there across the nose through the cheek. It looked like a pencil mark. I used an eraser and it came off, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, you can see here's more of a kind of just calm face, and the face I currently have on, which is this yelling face, which looks really good. First and foremost, let's talk about how the figure looks. And he looks really good. He looks like he came out of the game. He has like all the sculpt work, the pants, everything looks pretty perfect on him. I have really no complaints when it comes to that. The yellow boots, the jacket, everything looks good on him. He has his necklace. The hair looks really good. So no complaints on that. I think, the figure aesthetically looks amazing. Articulation wise, it's not bad. I do wish that there was a few improvements, but for the most part, it's not that bad of a figure at all. He has a weird head joint, which, let's take this off so you guys can just look at it, so I don't have to just sit here and explain it. But yeah, it's this weird ball peg thing going on here, which, again, focusing issues. There we go. It's like it leans backwards into his neck. So I don't know what's going on there. It's down here. It's just, I don't know. It's like a weird ball hinge. It's not even a peg, it's a hinge. And it does have like rotation here, but it's really limited. He can't really look, or he can't really pivot side to side or anything. He doesn't have any neck articulation, which probably would have helped with the pivoting a little bit. I don't know. It's a weird choice, at least in my opinion. But I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. It works. It holds his head up. I don't think his head is like his hair or anything like that are overly heavy where he needed something like that. But I mean, it makes it so his head sits right. So I guess that is the important thing here, because he does have a little bit of longer hair. But like I said, he can't really look up because of that. He can look down, a really good amount, but he can't look up. If we had like a neck swivel, that would have been nice because then we could have definitely made him look up. Though you can lean him back a pretty good amount if you wanted to. He does have a like crunch going on here where he can kind of pivot side to side from that. So most of your movement is gonna be depending on like his stomach area where he can lean forward a really nice amount, lean back just a little bit, and lean side to side on there. So at least we have that, and then on top of that we have this kind of floaty piece where we can get his swivel going on down there. So pretty good. None complain about there. It looks nice. It's not overly obvious that it's there. I think that's the most important thing, that although it's like one, two cuts right here and there's a floaty piece, it's not super obvious that the pieces aren't attached to each other. So that is good. His arm can only move up about that much because of the hood of his jacket that kind of gets in the way. And there's no, I mean, there is a butterfly joint, but I wish it could move backwards a little bit more because his elbow can't really move that far back. He can move his arm like that, and he can rotate like that. So, I mean, it gives you options to lean his arm back, which isn't bad. I just wish it could go just a little bit more. I guess I could rotate it like that, but then it's not straight. I don't know. The more I'm messing with it, the more I'm like, it. I do wish I could lean his arm back just a little bit more, but that's actually pretty good. So I do like it. He does have a single jointed elbow, again, mostly due to his jacket kind of getting in the way there, and he has the typical uh, ball peg little hinge system that we get on all of these Figuart figures. Let's just put this fist on. They go in easy. They have that little hinge. The hinge doesn't move too far, and I think that's because of his little end of his glove piece here, but it's enough that, it doesn't really matter. His leg articulation is pretty good. You can see that these are kind of like floating-ish pieces, so they move up when you move his legs up, so that it gives him that extra articulation. You can kind of rotate them. The straps around on his upper belt area are loose, so they don't get in the way too much. Though they get in the way a little bit when you try and kick forward, you can kind of see them getting squeezed right there. So just move it a little bit to the side, and then you're good. You can kick up a really nice amount. He does have the pull down leg system, in case you're wondering. You can kick back about that much. It's a little sideways, but it's that pull down leg system. I do like how they did the legs here, which they didn't really have to do it like this because it's the back of it. I feel like they could have gone lazy and just like left this black piece out, but this little black piece on his pants does move in to hide, and then his leg goes in like that. So I think that was a pretty good choice right there. It gives him a nice range on his knee, and he does have like a ball peg, a really tight ball peg on his legs there, which hopefully won't loosen up, because that will definitely be annoying if it does loosen up in the future. But just putting that out there, it's something that big, loosen up, it'll be annoying. But right now it's really tight, which is really good. And he does have a hinge on his toe right there, so he can kind of, like, yeah. Let's see if I just lean him back. There you go. So articulation-wise, it's not a bad figure. You gotta mess with him a little bit to get those poses you want. Getting his arm back and stuff. His head is probably the most limited thing on him, but you can kind of substitute some of that movement with his little abdomen thing going on there. So that's not bad. I do wish he could look up just a little bit on his own, or had his neck moving or something. I think that would have definitely, completed the figure a lot better, in my opinion, made him just a little bit better. Just perfect, I think. If we had that extra head articulation, it would have made him like almost perfect, because I think the way he's designed, it's definitely comes off more of a little bit of a challenge to have him look the way he does and have all that articulation in there. And I think they did a good job with it. Just the head part could have been just a bit better. That's just all I got to say about that. Anyways, if you guys want a size comparison really quick, here he is standing next to King Mickey that I did a review on yesterday. If you guys haven't checked it out, it got demonetized, Probably because I put Disney in it. Maybe because I put Mickey Mouse. Who knows? So yeah, that's fun, right? Demonetization, woo. But you can see they scale really well together. I really still love that head sculpt on Mickey. Nothing to complain about there. If you guys want to see him next to the older, uh, what was it, Play Arts Mickey? Yeah, definitely not the right size. But I hope we get a Mickey that looks like this, the same size and everything. But with this uniform, he'll definitely have better articulation because the other Mickey, like I said, has like limited feet articulation due to the skirt. Here he is next to the Goku Super Saiyan God Figuarts figure. You can see Sora is definitely shorter. Sora, I don't know. How old is he here? Is he like 14? I want to say he's 14. I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. I feel like he's 14 because he was definitely really young in the first game, and maybe 13. He could have been 13 in the first game. I don't remember. It's been a while. PlayStation 2 was years ago. And you can see that Spider-Man definitely kind of towers over Sora here. Just going to hold him so he doesn't fall over. And yeah, overall, I think he is a really good looking figure. I think the amount of different poses you can do with the hands he has is really good. I do like the faces, though I feel like his smiling face and his kind of neutral face are really close together. As in, they're not too different from each other. It's really just a mouth change away, I guess. Um, Overall, for the price point of about $60 retail on Amazon, it's not a bad price. He does come with a good amount of things, and he looks really good. Like I said, articulation wise, aside from the head, isn't bad. I think they did a good job with a kind of strange looking figure, and yeah, I got really nothing else to say about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, like button, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Um, like I said before, I will be doing a video on kind of these keyblades right here, on mostly how I painted them, because like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys could figure out what they are just by looking at them. So yeah, look forward to that. It should be up tomorrow. And again, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Goodbye.